Now, we have to see that which dates are important and which dates have to be actually mentioned in the history. Now, when you write about the British period, they generally are done on the basis of the Governor Generals which were there. So, the period of the Governor General, that is that date, is categorized as the date of that particular period. That is the period of, if I say Warren Hastings, that is the first Governor General of India, or if I talk of the last British Governor General, that is Mountbatten. All this has been categorized, demarcated as dates for the British period. And the succession of the Governor General could be Wellesley, it could be Bentinck, Warren Hastings, Dalhousie, and so on. That is, on the basis of what I said, on the basis of the age, the rule of various Governor Generals in the British period, demarcate it as one different period from each other. So, the dates arise from the person who were the head or who were ruling. When we write history, we divide it into different chapters, and those are for better understanding and coherence. Because history is a very big story, and to know the story clearly, we have to write it in bits and pieces, that is in small chapters, so that it is easy for the readers and the students to understand history in an accurate manner. Now, why do we periodize history? That is periodization that is done. The periods which are given to history, they are also very, very important. But there are different views of the people regarding making these periods. In 1817, James Mill divided the Indian history into Hindu, Muslim, and the British period. That is, the ancient India, he termed it as Hindu period, the middle period as the Muslim period, and the British period as British. Now, this demarcation of history is done by James Mill on the basis that he felt that all the Asian countries were in fact very low on civilization. The people here lived as savages, there was nothing good about India, and there were Hindu despots in the ancient period and Muslim despots in the medieval period. It was only with the coming of the Britishers that India civilized, otherwise it was an uncivilized nation. So, he categorized it, he made the period as Hindu, Muslim, and the British. But when we leave James Mill, the other historians talk of ancient, medieval, and modern as the demarcation of history. Here again there is a problem. We have copied this from the West, because there they said from this particular date to this particular date is ancient period. Then comes the medieval and the modern. But it did not happen in India according to the West. When they talk of the modern period, that is when the machine age started in Europe, because there was so much of development. Here in India, we were suffering under the Britishers. Our culture was destroyed. Our economy got shattered. So, how can we term that period as modern history? So, when we divide the periods into history, that too is not very accurate.